Once upon a time, there was a bird resting on the sand of a desert, exhausted and in search of water and food to regain its strength and resume its flight. The weakened bird lamented its miserable existence in the midst of the desert. Every passing second it pondered its sad fate and felt the need to find shelter and food. Loneliness surrounded it, accompanied only by the cool breeze and the wind that rustled its feathers. Night fell, and it tried to fly once again, but its efforts were in vain. It gazed at the sky, expressing its hopelessness, questioning why it deserved such suffering, feeling abandoned in the middle of that desert. It longed for a better life, considering itself to have been a good bird. Tired of its situation, the bird searched the sky with its eyes as its strength diminished. At that moment, an angel approached and spoke. "Bird, I am here." Surprised, the bird asked who it was. The angel reassured its spirit and ensured that everything would be fine. It shared that it would meet with God, and the bird felt inner peace, moved by the moment. The bird asked the angel a favor, to convey its question to God about why it had been abandoned and when its suffering would end. Although weak, the bird yearned for answers. The angel agreed and went to where God was. After recounting the encounter with the bird and its question, God replied that none of his creatures had been abandoned by him. Even if the bird found an answer to its question, a life without happiness awaited it. Disheartened by the response, the angel asked God what to do. "But Lord, is there any advice I can give the bird to alleviate its suffering?" the angel asked. God replied, "Certainly, tell it to pray every day in the following way: thank you, God, for everything." The angel returned to the bird to deliver the message. Some days passed since the angel gave the message. When it returned to the spot, it saw that the bird was extremely happy. It was no longer weak. The wounds on its wings had healed. Its feathers glistened in the sunlight. Some plants had grown around it, and a small lake had formed where the bird sang joyfully. The angel was surprised and wondered how this had happened. Remembering God's words and a bit confused, it visited God again. "Lord, I saw the bird again. It's alive and seems very happy and healthy. How did this happen?" the angel asked. God explained that the change occurred when the bird began to pray daily, thanking for all of life. The angel marveled at realizing that the key to the bird's happiness lay in its attitude of gratitude. The bird learned that in the face of every situation in its daily life, all it took was to be thankful. When the rain wet its weakened wings, it would say, "Thank you, God, for everything." Even when its wings could no longer fly, it repeated, "Thank you, God, for everything." Thus, in the face of every difficulty, illness, or sadness, the bird continued repeating this prayer. This change transformed its life, as it realized that alone it could not overcome the challenges. Its faith and gratitude were its greatest strengths. The bird found happiness by acknowledging and thanking for all the blessings around it, even in the midst of adversity. Since then, the bird lived a full and meaningful life, aware that its faith and gratitude were its greatest fortresses. This story teaches us to value what we have and to find joy in the little things. Appreciate the beauty of nature, the love of those you care about, and the moments of tranquility that life offers. Stop complaining about what is lacking and start thanking for what you already have. Happiness is not in the absence of problems, but in our attitude and how we value each moment. Don't let constant dissatisfaction prevent you from appreciating the beauty of life. Learn to value what you possess now, for in doing so, you will find true happiness. Being grateful is a quality that can transform our lives. Each day is filled with small gifts, like the sun shining in the sky, the scent of flowers, or a warm hug from a loved one. By acknowledging these blessings, we begin to experience a deep sense of connection and abundance. Gratitude helps us appreciate life in its entirety, even in difficult times, finding lessons and growth opportunities. Additionally, gratitude strengthens our relationships, creating an atmosphere of mutual appreciation. By expressing gratitude towards others, we strengthen our bonds and foster a climate of mutual appreciation. Gratitude also allows us to recognize the effort and generosity of those around us, promoting empathy and love for others. It is a powerful force that can transform our daily interactions and improve our overall quality of life. Remember that being grateful is a choice we can make every day. By incorporating this attitude into our lives, we open the doors to happiness and well-being. The story of the bird that complained to God inspires us to live with gratitude and find joy in the simplest details of life.